take questions.
Coach, we saw a lot of team scrimmaging today.
Yeah.
Which is
How
kind of
fun
early.
was that, right?
It is fun. So
Yeah.
what are you taking away from that? Even if it's not full contact.
Yeah,
and
it's
full
not
rep.
full speed, but it's a good, when you get in real live reps of like movement, shift, it's more the pre-snap than it is the post-snap. You know, like understanding like all the pre-snap communication, the adjustments and the shifts that have to happen. We can get that at full speed, and then once the play snapped, it's like understanding your fits, your coverage, and how you adjust the coverage after that. But it was a great day.
Is all of that you're doing, is that a product of installing new schemes on both sides of the ball?
I think it's a product of really the process. Like obviously where we're at, definitely it is part of installing a new scheme. But really, it's just part of the process of this year. It's like when there's certain restrictions and the way you can practice and the things you can do, it's like how do you maximize that by making sure like pre-snap you're moving fast, you're talking, everyone's down in a good position. Those are the things you're looking for.
Where are the guys at in picking up the scheme? And we've heard different kind of progress markers along the way.
They're good. Like I think at this time of year you really have to kind of step back and look at it from a big picture. I don't think you have to like get down into the detail. Like you're going to install the system, then you're going to install it again, then they're going to get another hit of it next week when we get into true mandatory minicamp, and then they get another hit in training camp. I think right now they are just where they're meant to be, you know, like and you have to. I think at times at this time of year you've got to be comfortable making those mistakes and learning from them, you know.
Jeremy talked last week about you like him to getting working with them in the trenches, all that. Obviously, being a coordinator is different than a position coach in terms of your responsibilities. But how much do you enjoy still kind of getting in there?
Yeah, I really learned that, to be honest with you, from DQ. Like, he took, like, there's certain times of the practice, especially at the start and special teams, when we can do things. I can work with Justin and I can work with a part of the group and get some reps and talk about how we do, like, detailed things and more the kind of the techniques and the game within the game. They're the opportunities I like to take and teach with the guys, but it's fun.
What's it been like for you kind of talking with Mike and Leslie and you guys as a group, kind of figuring out what the scheme is going to be and what,
Yeah.
you know, what it's going to be under his head coaching and what he wants to do with it and everything that you guys
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think, like, really, when I came in here, Mike had a very clear vision of what the system was. You know, like, I really understood that. I think to answer your question, it's more like us three growing together has been one of the most funnest parts of doing this process. You know, like, just sitting down, talking football, understanding how we see situations, understanding how we see the game, then how we see building the culture together and the style that we play with. Like, as much as we're different, there's things we're like-minded in the things that we believe in, you know, our principles, and that's been the most fun thing so far for me.
What have you learned from Leslie Frazier just being around him?
Probably patience the most. Like, he's always got the words of wisdom to put things into real perspective. He'll say like 2 words that you might say 10, 15 words for, and it's like, yeah, you said it. I don't need to say anything else.
How different has it been for you personally as a defensive coordinator the last few months?
Oh, a lot. Like, I'm learning every day, and like I think we all are, you know, like, and that's the funnest part is like I really at the moment love coming to work. I was saying that to Leslie the other day. It's just like, it's not about egos, it's about getting it right. All of us talking through it, making sure that we understand that we've got the best plan for the players believe in the process, and we're always kind of looking at it and making sure that it's right for them. You know, you want, really and truthfully, what you want them to do. You want to play really fast, really physical. Those things can't be done now, but like the clarity that we can create, and that's what we're trying to do, is the best thing.
What was your reaction knowing you guys were getting Leonard Williams back?
Oh, I was excited, obviously. It was good to have him back.
How is the defensive line? There's a lot of pieces there.
There is.
Yeah, it kind of, I guess, it's got to be a fun challenge kind of figuring out how to use everybody, right?
I think that's what good defensive lines are. It was obviously where I came from. It's like you look at the groups, and now, like right now, it's kind of hard because we can't go full gas, but it's what are people good at? What are their individual roles? How do they fit into the picture? What down and distance would they be good at? Like, and where do they excel? You know, like, I really believe up front it's about creating a way of playing that enhances people's ability in certain situations. There's a couple of guys that really just flourish in every situation, and there's other guys like Hank or those guys that flourish in certain situations, and then how you rotate them. We've got so much versatility, you know.
Can you say the same thing about the back end of the defense, the DBs?
Yeah, definitely. You can see it, but like I think on the back end, there's a bit less room for error. So right now it's about defining your job and understand. Before you can build on the versatility, it's like really understanding your job, understanding the checks, understanding how they align and the detail within that. And once they master that, that's when you can start the versatility.
When they hired Mike Macdonald, he said, we kept asking him, is it going to be the same Ravens defense, right? He said, I don't even know what we're good at yet, player-wise. Where are you guys on learning what your players are best at and how the system may fit them?
I think we're down the line. I think like as you go through it, you see like there's certain players that you can see their ability and it flashes. Like you can see certain players transition out of breaks and like Spoons is like it just jumps out at you. Like Reek's movement, they jumped out at you. Like Julian's communication is excellent up front. When you see like Leonard here, you know, like when you see like those edge pieces, the guys that can move and get off the rock, you can see. I think it will define itself as we get into pads and as we go through the process.
Are Dotson and Baker still a blank slate to you because they haven't been?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's just about mental reps for them.
What about Draymond Jones? What do you see his role looking like?
I think again it's versatility. I think as you move him around, you can create matchups and things like that. I think, but understand on early downs where he fits and how he fits in the picture will be an important part.
So it's not full gas yet, but what Byron Murphy, just what have you seen out of him and what you can see?
Yeah, he's got like you definitely see his ability. You see like his contact balance, his movement, his flexibility. I think like you really answer the questions when we get into pads though, but he's doing a great job.
How about Tyrese? What do you see out of him with his movement and linebacker?
I thought today was good, you know, like it was especially like as you're going through it, like it's easier for guys up front, you know, like there's a lot of crossover fundamentals that come in that position. Now when you step it back, there's a lot of checks and there's a lot of communication that Tyrese is going through, but as it settles like today, I thought that he done a good job out of it today.
Is Kobe Bryant getting a more defined role at all, or you guys kind of have?
Yeah, we're just moving him in a couple of positions. He's playing safety at the moment, and then he moved and got some reps at nickel as well. But like, he just moved. Like, we're just really looking at all those situations and going through it.
How versatile is Jaren Reed for you? How many spots do you think you can put him up?
Yeah, I think he's a very versatile player. Like, I think versatility is good. I think when someone has the capacity to take on the different understandings in different situations, and I think he does, that's when they can flourish and really utilize their versatility, you know? So, like, I see Jaren having the ability to do that.
Which ones did you enjoy more, FA Cup or Champions League?
I was watching the Champions League this weekend, so I'd say that, yeah.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Thanks.